You know the drill, right? You're wall mounting just a single television at home, you're battling HDMI distance limits, and suddenly there's just this like rat's nest of black wires taking over the space behind your rack.
Oh, yeah. We've all been there. It's a total mess.
Right, so, okay, let's unpack this. Multiply that headache by 100. Imagine trying to route low latency, high-def video across a sprawling sports bar or, a fitness center or a massive worship space.
It becomes a logistical nightmare really fast.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into how massive venues actually avoid those massive bottlenecks. We're using the PureLink PUSH-GO-TELLURIDE AV over IP system from HDTVSupply as our blueprint.
And what's fascinating here is the complete pivot away from those legacy fixed chassis matrix switchers. I mean, AV over IP fundamentally changes the whole architecture.
So it's not just running really long, specialized video cables everywhere.
No, not at all. The Telluride system takes full HD video and audio, it packetizes it, and then streams it straight across standard gigabit network infrastructure.
Wait, so instead of laying dedicated video train tracks to every single TV, it's more like a postal system.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
It chops the video into data envelopes, slaps an IP address on them, and then the network switch is just the post office routing them to the right screens.
Exactly. Plus, the system features integrated audio embedding and de-embedding right at the network level.
But hang on, if we're pumping massive streams of HD video across the exact same network hardware handling regular internet traffic, doesn't that create a severe bandwidth bottleneck?
Well, you'd think so, but...
I mean, how does the switch not just melt down on a busy Friday night?
Right, so that is where smart network management and specific protocols come in, like multicast routing. The switch doesn't just blindly broadcast video everywhere.
Oh, so it only sends it where it's needed.
Exactly. It only routes those heavy packets to the specific ports that are actively requesting that stream. And about that audio de-embedding.
Great, because standard HDMI has both video and audio tangled together.
Exactly. So the Telluride system acts kind of like a digital prism. It splits the audio packets away from the video right at the switch.
Oh, wow. So you can route the pure audio feed straight into the venue's DSP or amplifiers.
Well, the video just continues independently to the displays, yeah.
That is wild. Because all of this is just data floating on a network, it completely changes how you manage the flow. You don't have to physically patch cables anymore.
Or deal with those clunky matrix boards.
Yeah.
Right?
And here's where it gets really interesting. This specific system is fully pre-programmed for plug-and-play, same-day setup.
Which is huge for usability.
Right. You get a 10-inch touchscreen. It's basically an entire IT department boxed into a tablet. It gives a floor manager immediate visual control over all those data envelopes.
Just tap the screen and change the route. It removes a massive programming burden that used to require an integration engineer.
But deploying IP control interfaces in public spaces, I mean, that requires guardrails.
Which brings up a crucial spec detail, right? The ability to lock out unauthorized users. Oh, absolutely. Exposing endpoints without a lockout is so risky.
Yeah, without it, some rogue gym patron could just tap a nearby screen and switch every single monitor from the big playoff game to, like, a daytime soap opera.
Right, which is why when you deploy scalable tech, you absolutely need that foolproof layer at the endpoint. It protects the integrity of the whole network.
And the user experience. But foolproofing an enterprise-grade IP network, that requires serious hardware.
It definitely does.
So what does this all mean for the buyer? Let's talk numbers. The base Telluride configuration from HDTVSupply, which routes 8 sources to 8 displays, that runs $15,160.
Which is a significant upfront capital expense.
It is, just to get the network off the ground. But that does include a 3-year warranty. Plus, there's a 5% discount if you use the code 5% off, along with wire transfer savings.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's vital to realize you aren't just buying a static 8x8 box.
Yeah.
You're investing in a scalable architecture.
Right, because with a traditional matrix, if a restaurant expands next year and adds an outdoor patio with 4 new TVs,
they've completely outgrown their hardware. They would have to buy a totally new, larger matrix chassis.
Which is a nightmare. Yeah. But with AV over IP,
they simply drop in 4 new decoder endpoints and just expand the network switch.
Wow, so the marginal cost of expansion just plummets after that initial buy-in.
Exactly. It makes scaling up so much easier.
It really makes you look at public spaces differently. The next time you are dining out and seamlessly watching 8 different games across the restaurant, you'll know the hidden network magic making it all happen.
You aren't just seeing TVs, you're seeing a streamlined, invisible flow of packetized data.
And this architectural shift raises a really provocative thought.
Right.
As high-end AV routing merges completely with standard IT networks, will the traditional, highly specialized AV technician become obsolete?
That's a fascinating question. Will they just be entirely replaced by standard network administrators who treat video streams like any other packet of data?
That is definitely something for you to mull over. So the next time you're battling that single HDMI cord behind your couch, just be glad you weren't trying to packetize a sports bar.